I suppose when I talked about wanting to be a firefighter, people will understand the barriers that I had, which probably was reflective not on my ability to be a firefighter, but the fact that my education was lacking because I was female and I didn't get the same opportunities as men to look at technical engineering. So I think, you know, there was a message there. I'm not sure about, you know, the drive and why I do things. It was a difficult question to answer, but I suppose I've got some results from what I've done. So I'm hoping that it gives a message that, you know, sometimes we feel we take a step forward and take a step back when it comes to equality, but actually, you know, to consistently put energy to it, we do get the results and we do get the outcomes. Becoming mayor of Liverpool is quite a strange position. I was a councillor and I was about to leave the role, but we had a problem with a shortlist in Liverpool where 3 people had been put on the shortlist, 3 women had been put on the shortlist and then removed. My city was in peril and it was an opportunity for me to stand up and help my city because I felt I had the skills to do it. So that's how I ended up in the position. It was never in the plan. I've put a triple lock in my manifesto, which we're delivering now, which is about ensuring that every decision we make takes account for equality, diversity and inclusion, social impact and environmental impact. So what I want to see by the end of my term is making sure that we've made, you know, massive progress in those areas. Well, what upsets me actually is that people wouldn't know it was a very diverse city sometimes when you look around our city centre. So Liverpool has got a long history not only of celebrating diversity but welcoming people from all different backgrounds, including people who need sanctuary. And I love that about our city and I love to celebrate that. But the truth is, you know, some people feel that, you know, the city doesn't belong to them even though it does. So it's my job to make sure everyone feels included. That's what I'd hope to do. It's always beneficial, isn't it, to get together, to take the time out, space, talk about it, listen to others, learn and take action. Always really important. That the learning that you take away that you can use from one part of the country to another. I've had a long-standing relationship with Merseyside Fire Service for quite a long time and worked with a lot of chief firefighters. I've only met Phil a couple of times before I was in the role, but I got a genuineness from the work that he does and how committed he is to the issue. And so that was great that when I become leader of the city, I already had that relationship, but also already knew how passionate he was about the agenda in a very genuine way. So yeah, we'll work together. You know, taking time out to come today is because of my relationship with Phil, and I love what Merseyside Fire Service have done over the years. The community engagement work that they've done years ago, it wasn't related to me. I was working with them, but somebody else was leading that work. I think was pretty genius, and I promoted it across the country as good practice, you know, taking on community members to tackle some of the issues around fire prevention in communities where there was language barriers and other cultural barriers was absolutely genius, and I know that the fire service really learned from that and welcomed that.